Right. If you don't want to spend money, just click off. Don't watch this video. Because, baby, it's about to go down. Hey everyone, welcome back to SheRocks. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. And if you're already a part of the SheRocks family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. You guys have been asking me, Sheri, when are you going to do another perfume review video? Well, today we are here and I have 7 perfumes that I want to share my thoughts on, all of them being Middle Eastern Arabian perfumes. And trust me when I say there's a lot more. There's a lot more. We have to do this in parts. I also want to mention before we get into all the reviews that when it comes to the Arabian perfumes, when you listen to the experts, a lot of them will tell you that you should allow your perfumes to macerate. Like even if you do love it from first scent, a lot of the perfumes like really get juicy and the scent profiles really come out like a few weeks or a couple months later. So you spray a couple sprays, let some air get in there, keep it in a cool, dark place and go back. Sometimes you would even find that there may have been a perfume that you didn't love at first, maybe because there were some notes that didn't seem a little bit right. Allow it to macerate and go back and let me know what you think. I am trying to figure out where to start. Okay, all right, let's start with this one because this is a perfume that I was so excited not just to get it, but once I got it, I couldn't wait to tell you guys about it. So this first perfume is the Club de Nuit Imperiale for Women by Armaf. All of these Armaf perfumes in the whole Club de Nuit line, they all come in this box. The colors of the bottles differ, but they usually give you a gorgeous packaging experience. You open this, you get a little card in here that tells you a little bit about the fragrance. And then once you actually, oh my gosh, I can smell this already. Then once you actually open the box, then out comes the perfume. Absolutely gorgeous bottle. The bottle is quite heavy, but I really do like this iridescent white and gold combination. The reason why I was so excited to get this perfume is because this perfume is well known to be the clone or inspired by Perfumes de Mali de Lina Exclusive. So the top notes are lychee, bergamot, and nutmeg. The middle notes, Turkish rose, vanilla, musk, and peony. And the base notes, vanilla, incense, cashmere, and cedarwood. And this perfume did not disappoint. You can absolutely tell that there is that Delina, Delilah DNA, but it is different enough that you will probably want both. Like when you just spray this, immediately you get a very bright, citrusy, white floral, but there's something still warm about it. But that is really just in the opening. Give this a couple minutes, and when this settles down, you would definitely, for me, get a combination of the lychee and rose, being that whole floral, fruity type of thing. But then there's a lot of powdery, musky vibes in here. This is absolutely delightful. This smells like a rich, sophisticated, high society type of woman. Absolutely love it. This could easily become somebody's signature scent. It's a perfume that you can wear to the office or to a special occasion. This is super long lasting. Like if you've had any of the other Armaf Club de Nuit perfumes, they tend to get a beast mode. No joke. And I've actually found that the longer this perfume sat, like the longer it lasts. Oh my goodness. If you spray this on your clothes, this is one of those perfumes that you are going to be smelling the next day on your clothes. Oh my goodness. If you're somebody that really likes those powdery, musky, warm, cozy types of scents, that is very feminine, you would love this. But there's something that's giving it like a little bit of spiciness. The nutmeg and the cedar, that's like giving it a lovely balance. And I'm definitely getting rose and a little bit of that lychee. This is also a perfume that's going to give you really good projection and sillage. And honestly, the same way Maison Alhambra Delilah is a favorite, this one is going to be right behind it. Absolutely love it. Next, let's talk about this absolutely viral Lattafa perfume in the last couple of weeks and months, which is Eclaire by Lattafa. And this one is said to be a clone of or inspired by Bianco Latte that a lot of people have literally gone crazy over. So this one, the box is huge and it actually has a sleeve that you remove to get to the actual box, which is all gold. So this is what it looks like. And then once you get inside, and my experience with this was that the first time I opened it, I could literally smell it from opening the box. And this is what the gorgeous bottle looks like. The bottle is really just obviously stunning with the tan or beige and the gold, absolutely beautiful. The top notes of this one are caramel, milk, and sugar. The middle notes, honey and white flowers, and the base notes, vanilla, praline, and musk. I'm going to tell you that the first time I got this perfume, and usually before I spray on my skin, I always do a couple pumps in the air just to get it going. And the next day, we were still smelling this perfume in the living room. So clearly, it is very, very long lasting. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you are not a gourmand lover, this perfume is not for you. At the beginning, this perfume is extrememely strong. Like you literally feel like you've walked into a dessert coffee shop and everything is going. The caramel and the praline for me is really, really over the top. You get vanilla, and even on the dry down, because I have this sprayed on this strip since yesterday, I'm smelling like a very spicy caramel praline. I don't get any white florals in here. I guess it's there somewhere. But it's just very, very sweet and sticky smelling. Very, very dessert, very delicious, very eat me. And that being said, like this perfume, I will probably have to do like one spray and layer it with something else, because I am not this type of gourmand lover. Not at all. Like this one can be headache inducing for me because it is that sweet. But there are people who absolutely love this. Like for those of you who run into the EOS vanilla cashmere lotion, this will be right up your alley. Like that one is really too strong for me in terms of the sweetness and so on. It's absolutely lovely. But like I said, if you are not a gourmand lover, this is not going to be for you. However, if you are giving everything dessert that's full of caramel and rich, creamy vanilla, then here you go. Next, we have Yara Tous. Now, you guys remembered when I reviewed the original Yara, that's the pink and white one. I didn't really get the notes that a lot of people were talking about. A lot of people described that as a strawberry milkshake. I've had mine now 4 months and has macerated, and I still don't get that very overpowering strawberry milkshake type of vibe from it. I also found that it was a nice perfume. I found that it was best for somebody that was probably a little bit younger than me. I think it's like a really great everyday, going out, even office appropriate perfume. But it was nice. It wasn't anything like, wow, like I'm really, really rushing to use it all the time. I know, again, a lot of people love that perfume. And I was not really interested in trying any of the other Yaras, to be very, very honest with you guys. But several people kept saying, Sheri, you have to try Yara Tous. When I checked the notes, even worse, I was like, hell no. I didn't want to be smelling like mango, because when you hear the notes, mango is like the first thing. And I am here envisioning rubbing down myself with a ripe starch mango. And I'm thinking, I love starch mango, but I don't know if I want to walk around smelling like that. And literally, that was the deadlock that my mind had been in. But I say, you know what? So many of you were asking for it. So I said, let me get it. Y'all, I'm happy to report, before we even talk about anything else, I absolutely love this. And if this is what a mango fragrance is supposed to smell like, then give me all the mango fragrances. I am so interested now in trying other fragrances where mango is prominent. So anyways, of course, yes, sorry, I just jumped ahead. So this is the packaging, just like the pink one, just this vibrant, very vibrant, almost mustardy yellow, like a very, very ripe mango. And I really, really love the color. And I find that the size of the bottle really suits this color. So the top notes are mango, coconut, and passion fruit. Middle notes, jasmine, heliotrope, orange blossom. And the base notes are vanilla, musk, and cashmere. And this is described as a tropical fragrance. And when I tell you, this was so unexpected, because I was really expecting to just smell ripe mango the way everybody described it, but it's not that. So the mango is actually not what stands out to me at first, and I'm so grateful. I am getting that whole tropical fruit vibe, and I can smell that there is some type of like ripe mango in here. somewhere across the pond. It's there. It's like creating a lovely baseline for that whole tropical vibes. But the florals in this really stand out. And the florals mixed with the vanilla and musk. It turns out that this perfume is so well-rounded. Like I have it on a strip here. Let me smell it again, like freshly. Yeah, and like, okay, so when you just spray it, that's when I get the mango and passion fruit. Really and truly, very, very quickly, but the passion fruit and the coconut is really balancing that down. And I'm not feeling like, yeah, I gotta walk around, smell like right mango. Then the florals with that vanilla. Oh, listen, this perfume is so beautifully balanced. It is what I would say is a tropical white floral, yet with a little bit of warmth type of perfume. This has become my new gym fragrance. And I was actually like using the pink Yara. I'll probably give it away. And this one, I have been using this so much since I got it. I really, really like it. And I'm so shocked. I am so shocked. I loved it from first spray and I have no regrets. Like for those of you who already have this, let me know if you are getting or it comes across to you the way I described it. This next perfume is also one that I was hesitant to buy because I just wasn't sure that it was going to be my cup of tea. And when I tell you the joke is on me, because I have been obsessed. When I tell you obsessed with this perfume, and I'll tell you guys why. So the Armaf de Nuit Imperiale, I expected to like that because I know it is supposed to be a clone of Denona exclusive, and I kind of know what to expect, and I knew that I would love that, and that will literally become a perfume that I use in my rotation all the time. But I was not expecting that from this one. And this is Shaghaf Tonka Eau de Parfum, limited edition. Check the box, like comes in a way nicer box than the original Shaghaf Oud. And then this is the presentation. I mean, guys, just look at that. This perfume is said to be inspired by, or the clone of, BDK's Velvet Tonka. So the top notes of this one is almond. The middle notes, cinnamon, Tunisian, orange blossom, and Turkish rose. And the base notes, tonka bean, vanilla, and amberwood. Okay, guys, you already know that I love this based on how I started, right? So let me just tell you. This perfume is so delightful. When you spray it, you immediately get the almond. However, when it dries down and it sets, like that almond note is very, very faint. So it really is the top note. What remains is something that's creamy and milky. You know that there is some type of nut in there. But what remains mainly to me is that tonka, the vanilla, combined with the two florals, the rose and the orange blossom. Listen, this is a very sensual, sophisticated lactonic fragrance. If you are into lactonics and you want to take it up a notch, this is the perfume that you need. The cinnamon adds a little bit of spiciness. Oh my goodness. This is one that you really just need to smell. I loved the Lattafa Pride Affection. That one was really nice. That one was supposed to be very close to the Kayali Pistachio Gelato perfume. And that one was a lactonic, but it was more of like a playful, flirty, nice, everyday going out, kind of lime, kind of lactonic. This one is the one that I would actually put on for a date night if I want a lactonic, because this is eat me. I smell good. I taste good. I get carried away. I don't know that I'd recommend this for the office. Maybe if you're going out to lime, yes. You're going out on a date, yes. You're going out with that person, yes. You're home alone, maybe. I don't know if you want to put it on to go to the office because you might create some problems. But this is, if you are a lactonic person or you just want to try something that's different and that's just really nice. Listen, I already ordered a backup. Next, we have a perfume from a brand that I had not really tried before, or have I? or maybe I do, yes, I do have a perfume oil from Khadlaj, but this is the first time I think I'm trying a perfume from them. And this is from their legacy collection. This is the Khadlaj 25 Loyalty. This is what it looks like. I mean, just look at the presentation. So you open it like this, and the perfume is under this flap. Like, look at that. Super, super, super stunning. And inside they have like a description of the perfume. It says Loyalty by Khadlaj represents the strong emotions of faith and dedication. The fragrance represents our commitment to maintaining healthy and loyal customer relationships and captures the essence of devotion and loyalty in its enchanting scent perfectly. I don't think this perfume was inspired by or supposed to be a clone of anything. It's just part of this celebration collection that the brand has. And the top notes of it is bergamot, cherry, apple. The middle notes, rose, jasmine, saffron, raspberry. And the base notes, amber, sandalwood, musky. And this is described as a fruity, woody fragrance. And would it be weird for me to say that the more I've worn this, I think about this as some type of child that Lattafa Ajwad and Maison Alhambra Delilah had together. For some reason, there's something about the dry down of this perfume that gives me an idea. Like if I probably layer those two, I will come close to what this actually smells like. This is a perfume that I think is going to be a great blind buy because it's not extremely fruity, it's not extremely floral, it's not extremely woody. It has like a really, really nice balance. You get all those things. Yeah. This is a perfume I would absolutely say wear to the office. This could be a really nice everyday fragrance. It's not offensive at all. I feel like people will just find that you smell really, really nice if you're looking for a new everyday perfume and probably those notes sound like something that you would like, then this is definitely one to look into. The cherry is not very prominent, but it's there. Like if I dissect this as much as possible, like I keep smelling this over and over and over. I'm like, there is something that's a little bit sweet and tart inside there. What is it? And then I remember that yes, there is cherry in there, but it's not prominent. It's adding like a kind of mystery to this fragrance. And then there is saffron in here, and I think that elevates this. So this is not just your regular floral, fruity, woody fragrance. It adds a bit of like richness and almost something royal. Yeah, well. And as it dries down, you get like sweet florals that has a little bit of depth because of those woods. This is nice. This is so nice. It's not like too sweet or anything like that. It's not, I don't think this is going to be like headache inducing. And this is one of those perfumes that actually last like I get a good 6 hours out of this perfume as well. But it's not necessarily going to be that perfume that's going to give you like a huge amount of projection and sillage. And that's why it's one of those perfumes that I'll definitely recommend for the office. Like somebody sitting 1 to 2 feet away from you or passing you will smell it, but it's not necessarily going to like, put fragrance in the entire office, if you know what I mean. Again, this is another one that's going to be great as like you want a gift for somebody and you're like not sure probably what they like. This is definitely going to be a crowd pleaser. Okay, we have 2 more. And when you all see this one, you're going to be like, this looks very male, right? And by the way, I do have like a whole set of male Arabian perfumes to review. But the reason why I'm including this is that this is probably the most unisex Arabian perfume that I've tried and I've loved. Like Anthony and I both wear this and we both love it on each of us. And this is Lattafa's Liam Grey. I mean, look at this packaging. This one is supposed to be a clone of BDK Gris Chanel, and everybody talks about this as that clone. When you take off that cover, this is the presentation. I mean, look at that. Perfect for gifting someone. Oh, okay. So the notes on this one, the top notes, cardamom, fig, black tea. Interesting. The middle notes, iris, vetiver, labdanum, the base, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, patchouli. Oh my goodness. So while at the beginning, like when I first smelled this, I was like, okay, yeah, I could get that it's unisex. It's for me like probably leaning a little bit more masculine because I loved it so much. And Anthony, I was like, nah, I feel like I get away with it. I feel like I get away with this, and I have, and I absolutely love it on me. Like on me, I guess the more feminine something comes out, and on him. Anyways, let's not just carry away. This perfume is that perfume that is a little bit warm. It's cozy. It's spicy. It's a little bit powdery. It's a little bit sweet. Oh, the cardamom is absolutely beautiful. And the fig, that will give it like a little bit of sweet and spicy at the beginning, but then you get a little bit of those deeper florals. And then that sandalwood and vanilla. It has tonka. Clearly, a girl is liking tonka and the patchouli, adding a little bit of spiciness in that, like the deep part of it. This is for the, let's look at the male side. For the guy who wants a little of a sexy perfume that's like not going to, be over the top and have everybody like, but when you walk next to him, you're like, he just smells so good. That is what this perfume does. And the thing about it is like, I was thinking that this doesn't have like a huge projection. The thing is, every single time my husband wears this, he will go out and come back, or he will pass next to me and I'll be like, which perfume you wearing today? Liam Gray. Which perfume you just put on? Liam Gray. Like, it really leaves that scent trail behind, although it's like mild, but you could definitely tell that it's there. And when I wear this, I get more of that whole warm, cozy sandalwood, almost like a little bit of musk on my skin. I love it. I love putting this on in the evenings. This is a real nice fragrance to wear to bed. It's like creamy, it's sweet, it's deep, a little bit soapy because it has like this clean thing to it as well. Yet this is definitely not an aquatic scent at all. And the thing about it is we've had this one probably about 3 to 4 weeks. And people say that when this macerates, it hits beast mode. So I am like waiting to see what really happens, because already this gives all the way. It remains. Even though it's mild, it remains. Absolutely love this. Like, I wasn't expecting this. I haven't smelled Gris Chanel, so I didn't know what everybody was raving about. But this is a lovely, lovely scent profile. And if you're probably female that really likes to have those masculine type of, scent profiles leaning in your collection, but not necessarily smelling so masculine that you can't get away with it. Oh my goodness. Like, I highly recommend this, because I am like not that person, and I love this. I love this both on my husband and myself. And finally, the last perfume we have in this video is also by Lattafa. And this is Lattafa The Kingdom for women. When I was doing some research, I found out that this is actually inspired by Kayali's Silk Santal. And I was really, really surprised by that. I mean, this is a newer perfume, so I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it, but I also haven't smelled that Kayali. So I really can't tell you yes or no, but take that with a pinch of salt. So looking at the packaging, they do have this tab on the side here. When you open it, this is what the perfume looks like. Absolutely stunning bottle. And then they have the notes listed on the inner cover there. And it says that the top note is blackcurrant, peony, and pear. The heart is jasmine, praline, and tonka. You see where we're going here. And the base note, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and musk. Oh my lord. This perfume is the perfect balance of fruity, floral, gourmand. You are going to get a little bit of everything inside here. On the initial spray, that's where you get that peony and pear especially coming out. And the tonka is not very prominent, not as prominent as any others, but it's like there. It's giving that underlying sweetness. I get a little bit of praline, a little bit, just enough, not like as much as in the Eclaire. This is enough praline for me. Jasmine. And then you get that sandalwood. I think the sandalwood is a big part of that Kayali perfume that I mentioned. The sandalwood, the amber, and vanilla. This is just blended beautifully. If this still has to mature and get better, wow. Somehow, like when I wear this, like I do get a little bit of powderiness, but the powderiness is not strong. So if you're somebody like, you probably like that powderiness, but there are some perfumes like it's very, very strong enough. This is not that. I have a feeling that if you like Lancome's La Vie is Belle, that this might be up your alley. It's not the same at all, but I don't know. I just feel like they might be like somehow related. And the thing about this is that another perfume that I think is really, really gift worthy. Great for anybody. I think it's going to be a crowd pleaser. A great perfume that could become somebody's signature scent, yet still be everyday and office appropriate. Like, you probably the manager of your team or something like that at the office. Yeah, this is a great. I am thinking that this probably doesn't have like a huge, like 4-6 feet type of projection. But I remember like when I put this on, spraying it on my clothes and stuff in the morning, and then to put Hadassah to bed at night. So I'm lying down on the bed with Hadassah, and Hadassah was like, "Mommy, what perfume you wearing? Hadassah, like, never asked me that. And I was like, you smelling my perfume? She's like, yes, it's smelling real good. Can I have some of that to go to school tomorrow? I was like, young lady, listen, she was like, mommy, you're smelling real good. And she really, really, really loved this. And like I said, I feel it's because it's so beautifully balanced. This is extremely, extremely feminine. There's not any striking white florals, like very high, screechy, anything like that. It's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. And again, I think a lot of people is going to love this. And because I find that this is such a lovely, well balanced fragrance, I really want to get the Kingdom Man for Anthony. So if I do get it and we try it and we like it, I'll be sure to let you know. So, guys, I hope you made your list. You checked it twice, and I'd love to hear any comments down below. Which of these perfumes sound like it's up your alley? These have varying and wide scent profiles, but I feel like in today's video, there was a perfume for everybody. Like, seriously, everybody, no matter where you are on the spectrum, you will find something that you're going to like here. So make sure and let me know in the comments down below which one sounds like it's going to be for you. Have you tried any of these? What do you think? Any of these are on your wish list? And what has been your favorite Arabian perfume that you've been using lately? See you guys in my next video soon. Take care. Bye.